Welcome to Linkronicity, where your journey and destiny link. I'm Stacey, Kumagai, your linkologist, and I'm here to help you link your life. Today we're going to be talking about your intensity link. And it's going to get really, really intense. Ooh, are you scared? Yeah, your intensity link. Everybody has one. Many people's intensity link is on a different level, though, right? From yours? You know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You know that there are certain people you get along with, and they operate on a very surface level. And there's other people who you can talk about philosophy of life, deeper subjects with. And then there's other people that you can talk about really surreal, ethereal things and emotional things and bigger picture stuff. And we all have these different levels, these different elevations in our brain and in our heart and in our soul based on our life experience. And that intensity link varies person to person. It varies, from all the things that you've experienced in your life, the challenges you've overcome. It could be generationally, it could be culturally, it could be anything. It could even be, not to sound weird, but I sound weird anyway, so your soul level link. And sometimes it has nothing to do with chronological age, sometimes it has nothing to do with cultural background, sometimes it has nothing to do with any of that stuff. Sometimes it really just has to do with the connection. And when we are in touch with our connected self, we understand the level of intensity that actually exists in our daily life. And we can get intense about a lot of things. People, let's not mistake intensity with passion, because they're two separate things. I mean, yeah, they integrate, but they're not the same thing. Intensity is your volume level, tuning level of your soul. How you want to show up. How deep do you want to go? How intense do you want to be with your emotions and your soul connection and your heart connection and your mind connection and your being connection and your energy, and how that's actually being integrated in your life, in your connection with another human/soul. Yeah, how's that? And some of you may have that with your best friend. Some of you may have it with a romantic partner. Some of you may have it with a parent. Some of you may have this with your pet. I know, that sounds ridiculous, but some of you may. I don't know. I don't question those things. Maybe you might be a bird whisperer or or whatever. You get what I'm saying. But there are intensity levels of being and connecting, and it's about investment. It's about investment, and it's about your own conviction with where you sit in your own knowing of yourself and who you are. And when we get to the place of really understanding who we are, where we're going, and how we're becoming, because we are always changing. Change is inevitable, and it happens every single day. And change is happening right now as you're watching this. Change is happening. There are certain things that are going on in your mind and your soul and your heart right now, and they're all pulsating at different various levels, and that's at various intensities actually too. And how we choose to apply that in our life, and in where we choose to apply it in our life, is really important, because it's how we expend our energy. It's also how we live our life in the momentum of our own growth and our own evolution. Now, I know this sounds like really hippy dippy trippy for you, but it's a real thing we need to talk about, because we operate in a human and a soul level. And the sooner we get familiar with those types of levels, the more meaningful our lives can become, because we understand how to live life on a variety of different platforms and arenas, to where we can be our more meaningful selves and get more out of life. And that's the whole point of this. That's the whole context, and why this is necessary, and why I'm talking about it, why I'm sharing it. So that if you've ever pondered that, thinking, oh, I've had these bizarre thoughts, and I don't know if I'm weird for thinking this, or weird for feeling this, or anything like that, but that's why I'm talking about it. So you know you're not alone. We go in and out of higher levels of consciousness all of the time. And sometimes it's great when you can be in your ethereal, surreal being of higher consciousness to actually connect with somebody and realize that even though it's scary to go there, to fly up above for that perspective, sometimes it's the greatest thing that you can never get out of your life, because it's really like two souls rising to have an exchange that is on a level that can't be materialized in the real world, in the human sphere of everyday pedestrian being. And if we give ourselves the opportunity to explore that, our lives are not only better, and our connections are better, but our intensity link is fine-tuned and refined in a way that actually takes our wisdom and our emotions and our soul connections to a new place, to new heights, for a better life. I'm Stacey, Kumagai, your Linkologist, here to help you link your life. Please be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Linkronicity, blogspot.com, and go to linkronicity.com for private coaching sessions. I hope that you have a wonderful and intense day.